All right, let's talk about one of the most baffling, brilliant, and, let's be honest, just plain weird creatures on this planet, the octopus. This is an animal so profoundly different from us, it really makes you question what intelligence even means.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like the tagline for a cheesy sci-fi movie. But believe it or not, that was the actual question at the heart of a real scientific paper published back in 2018. We're talking 33 scientists who seriously suggested that the octopus might just have extraterrestrial origins.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way right now. That theory got shot down by pretty much the entire scientific community. There's just no real evidence for it. But the fact that a group of scientists even went there, well, that tells you something, doesn't it? It shows just how bizarre the octopus is, how it pushes the very limits of what we thought was possible for life on Earth.
And that's really what we're here to figure out. We're going to park the spaceship and the alien theories for a minute to dig into the scientific facts. And I promise you, the truth is way stranger and cooler than any sci-fi story you've ever heard. So here's the plan. We'll start with the huge biological mystery that got those scientists thinking about aliens in the first place. Then we'll get into this wild paradox of its super fragile body, its incredible bag of survival tricks, that mind-blowing nervous system, and finally, the pretty tragic price it pays for being so brilliant.
Right, so what was that 2018 paper all about anyway? Well, it was trying to solve one of the biggest puzzles in the history of life, something called the Cambrian explosion.
You know, for most of Earth's history, life was super simple. Think single-celled stuff like bacteria and algae. Then, about 541 million years ago, bam! It's like a switch flipped. In what's basically a geological instant, life just exploded with diversity. Suddenly, you have the ancestors of pretty much all modern animals showing up. Now, mainstream science has some good earthly explanations, like maybe there was more oxygen or a new predator-prey arms race kicked things into high gear. But that wild paper? They suggested a cosmic trigger. Maybe alien viruses hit Earth and rewrote DNA. Or maybe even frozen octopus eggs hitched a ride on a meteor. And their star witness for this whole theory? You guessed it, the octopus.
So yeah, that cosmic idea is way out there. The real reason the octopus feels so alien comes from a struggle that's very, very real and very earthly. To really get why it's such a genius, you have to first understand its biggest problem. It's basically a walking buffet.
Just think about it for a second. Most of its relatives, like clams and snails, they've got shells. The octopus gave all that up ages ago. It has zero bones, no armor, no sharp claws to defend itself. It's essentially just a soft, squishy, swimming bag of pure protein.
And pretty much everybody wants to eat it. I mean, the list of predators is huge. You've got sharks and dolphins from below, seals and otters from the side, even birds diving down from above. Honestly, a creature this soft, with this many enemies, should have been wiped out millions of years ago. It should have been an evolutionary dead end.
But it wasn't. Not even close. The octopus is absolutely thriving. We found over 300 different species in every single ocean. So how did it do it? How did it survive being so vulnerable? Well, it traded armor for artistry. It developed a toolkit of deception so advanced it honestly feels like magic.
Its skin, wow, it's an absolute marvel. It works in 3 layers. On top, you have these things called chromatophores. They're little sacs of color that can stretch open or squeeze shut in a split second to change color instantly. Underneath those, you have iridophores, which act like tiny little mirrors reflecting the light and colors of whatever's around it. And the bottom layer, the leucophores, they're like a white primer coat on a canvas, giving it that perfect base for realistic brightness and contrast. The whole system works together like a biological invisibility cloak.
We all think of chameleons as the kings of camouflage, right? Well, compared to an octopus, a chameleon isn't even in the same league. An octopus doesn't just change its color, it can change its texture, making its skin bumpy to look like a rock, or spiky to blend in with coral. It can create moving, shimmering patterns. Its skin is literally a living 3D high-def television screen.
So what happens if the camouflage doesn't work? It's got a backup plan, and it's brilliant. First, there's the famous ink cloud, but it's so much more than a smokescreen. It's a chemical weapon. It's got melanin for the color, sure, but it also has mucus to make it thick, and this chemical called tyrosinase that literally blinds a predator's sense of smell and taste. So while the attacker is sitting there totally blinded and confused, the octopus uses jet propulsion, sucking in water and blasting it out to rocket away to safety.
Okay, these physical tools are incredible, no doubt, but they're all just instruments. The real conductor of this orchestra, the true secret to the octopus's success, is its nervous system. And this is where things get really, really strange. Let's just run through some of the specs here. It's pretty mind-bending. First off, an octopus has 3 hearts. Yeah, 3. 2 are for the gills, and one big one pumps blood to the rest of the body.
It has 9 brains. You heard me, 9. There's one central brain in its head, and then a smaller, mini brain in each of its 8 arms. And when you add it all up, it's packing around 500 million neurons. To put that in perspective, that's about the same as a dog. So we are talking about some serious brain power here.
And here is the craziest part. Its intelligence is decentralized. A full 2/3 of all those neurons aren't even in its head. They're spread out through its arms. This means each arm can basically think for itself. The main brain gives a simple high-level command, like, hey, check out that rock, and each arm can independently figure out how to move, what things feel like, and even what they taste like. It's like the head is the CEO, and the arms are 8 brilliant, autonomous employees who just get the job done.
And what can this unique mind do? Well, the evidence is just stunning. We've seen them carry around coconut shells to use as portable forts. In labs, they'll solve mazes and unscrew jars to get a snack. They can learn how to do something just by watching another octopus do it. That's a super complex skill. They can even recognize individual people. And get this, they've been known to pick a person they don't like and squirt them with water every single time they walk past the tank. That's not just intelligence, that's personality.
But, and this is a big but, all of this incredible intelligence, this unique way of being, it all comes at a very high and ultimately very tragic price. The last chapter of an octopus's life is just as strange and moving as the rest of it.
See, octopuses are what biologists call semoparous. It's a fancy word, but what it means is simple and profound. They get one chance to reproduce. Their entire life is a build-up to a single, final, all-in moment of creation. After that, it's over.
For the mother octopus, this is a mission of epic proportions. She lays her eggs, and then for months, sometimes for almost an entire year, she does nothing else but guard them. She never leaves the den, she doesn't eat a single thing, she just stays there, gently fanning the eggs with water to keep them clean and give them oxygen. Her own body starts to waste away as she starves, but she holds on just long enough to see her babies hatch and swim away. And once they're gone, her job is done. Her biological program is complete, and her body just shuts down.
So when you look at the whole picture, the octopus teaches us something really deep about what intelligence is. It's not some crown that gets placed on the head of the most advanced species. It's a tool, a survival tool that was born out of complete and total vulnerability. When the octopus lost its shell, it had nothing left to protect it but its own mind. It had to trade brute strength for this brilliant, distributed intelligence, a mind so different from ours that it almost feels alien. And it's just this incredible reminder that sometimes the most amazing solutions don't come from a place of strength, but from the desperate, creative, and beautiful need to simply survive.